How you guys doing today? My name is ZBC. I'm doing a walkthrough for, that's right, Zord-based Commander for any Power Ranger fans. You guys can call me Commander if you want to, or Z. I'm good with that. I'm doing a walkthrough on Dead Space 2 for my man Wings. And I hope you guys enjoy it just as much as you guys enjoy what Wings does for y'all fans. So I'm going to play it on Zealot tonight, which is one of the hardest settings. And if you do it from the get-go without, playing through on any of the other ones, it's pretty brutal. I mean, you start out with the basic Isaac package, which is, plasma cutter, and not much else. So, god dang. Select difficulty's taking too damn long. Alright, well, as soon as it starts going, I'll run through some of the commentary. There it goes. There it goes. I like to play with the high brightness because I like seeing what's going on. Some people might not, some people might. I do. But we got the beginning here. Open it up, showing a conversation with Isaac and Nicole. That's going to be skipped here in a few minutes, a few seconds. And it's going to cut to our engineer friend right here. That's I can't remember what his name is, but he's not a very important character. Because, well, you'll see what happens. But there's our man Isaac, waking up in a shitty situation, as usual. Seems to be his life. So, I'm gonna, of course, in the background, everything's going to hell. It's about normal for Isaac's life. Right up. Oh, my bad, guys. I had to check something on the controls. Sorry about that. Alright. Should be right about now. He's owned! Which is about everybody who helps Isaac usually gets killed one way or another. Lovely little transformation scene. It's actually pretty cool. Good detail, and Isaac's like, fuck this. I just had a really shitty shower. I'm going. You're not a very good first night date. I'm out. Alright, time for the Isaac shuffle. Now, yeah, that was my unfortunate death right there. Because I didn't quite realize that the setting was funky. So, I got owned in my first run. Shit happens. So, let's see. Loading. Alright. Let's go with the Isaac shuffle one more time. Everybody run like hell. And I'm just, the basic beginning of the game is you dodge everything. Everything's coming at you. You run like hell and you dodge it. If you don't dodge it, you end up dead like I just did a minute ago. You're going to follow the best corner. The best direction. So don't try to bottle yourself in or you're dead. And right here is about the safe point. You get shuffled, pound on A. And bam, you get a nice squishy necromorph from the door. Alright, and from here, you ain't got to worry about it for a few minutes. You can take a gander around, because every once in a while you might find something in there useful. But not quite yet this early in there. I went ahead and saved, so that way I wouldn't have to do it again. I'm so confused why that's taking so long. Anyways, should be starting it up here in a minute. Went ahead and saved twice. One on the bottom, one on the top, because one was another saved game by Wings, but he said just go ahead and save over it. So I did. Anyways, so what we're doing is you're going through this door. Here you're not going to encounter enemies. You're not going to have to worry about anything jumping out on you. It's just a creep out scene. Straight up, that's all it is. These guys get jacked up real quick. They got nothing. They're screwed. So you wait till they're dead, and you can move. You run through. You go through this door. You go straight through. If you look that way, there's like coffee machines and stuff. You just go straight through. Alright, you head up the stairs. From the stairs, you're going to go through this door. Yes, this is very instructive, isn't it? Now, in this room, it's really confusing how to get through. But as long as you just drop down and you run across this glass tops, you can be in and out quick. If you look to the side, there's an interview with a person that you're gonna meet here later in the game. Run down this hallway, head through the door. From the door, this is where you meet up with the person who's about to free Isaac up from his I Love Me jacket. I had to readjust my sensitivity because he had his sensitivity real high and I'm used to playing on a low sensitivity. Yeah, I mean, you know, in all the games, everybody usually encounters either going nuts or dead. So, this is where you're gonna learn how to use your flashlight and get your health. From here, he's kind enough to, you know, set you free. He's gonna set himself free here in a minute, though. Take it easy, man. Take it easy. I'm Isaac and Clark. I've seen worse shit. I've done worse shit. You can go over here to this shed, this locker, and there'll be a health pack and a flashlight in there. And you can use the health pack to refill your health. Flashlight will help you out for a few minutes there. And if you turn around, you can enjoy a nice little death scene of this guy, you know, pumping his main artery all over the floor for you. Sit there and watch him die for a minute. Head through this door, call this elevator. You get a call from... Yeah, some of the arsenals at Isaac's command is his big swing and his atomic foot, or the BFB, as I like to call it. The BFB is probably one of his best weapons because it does a lot of damage. I mean, you get going, and you get a couple necromorphs on the ground, and they crawling towards you, and you're short on some ammo. You just drop the BFB, and it's over. That's a big fucking boot. Because Isaac has got like thrusters attached to his boots. So whenever he stomps, you know, it's like, you know, the impact of a fucking nuclear bomb crushing down on somebody's dome. That's why it's called the BFB. Go through this creepy little area. You ain't got really, at this point in time, you ain't got to worry about anything coming out at you just yet. There'll be shit later. But as of now, nothing's gonna hit you. And there I am staring at a door. I have no idea why. Come through this area. Kind of a creepy area. And on another note, if you play the Severed DLC, you will see, you come back to this area, and this is where you'll find the ping treasure in the Severed DLC. Which is fantastic DLC, and if you like some Dead Space, then you'll like the Severed DLC. Because it's got a good story, it keeps you going. It's, you know, it's short and sweet. It doesn't draw too much attention from Isaac, because Isaac is the man. Nice little creep out scene right there with the necromorph legs in the back, and as you're crawling through a nice tiny claustrophobic vent. That's one of the things I love about these games, is because, you know, you're on a big ass ship in the first one, but you have this sense of there is no fucking where to go. It is all claustrophobic. And in this one, you're on a big-ass sprawl, but, I mean, still, you still don't have very much space to maneuver and do stuff. There's no real hiding places that you can really think of, because eventually, I mean, if it was like in real life, the necromorph would be coming. Now, at this point, you pick up Kinesis. Kinesis is the best weapon you'll ever get in this game. Because once you run out of ammo in your plasma cutter, Kinesis is all you ever need. That's it. Now, you're going to have two necromorphs coming around at you. I usually pick up one, go ahead and shank it, pin it to a wall if you can, and you pick up a piece of that, and wait for this other one. Now, my dumbass misses. Shit happens. So if you miss and you're not too sure, go ahead and, you know, beat feet to another location to where you can maneuver yourself around to take out the necromorph better. I mean, honestly, some people might say, you know, this is. By the way, if you haven't played it yet, and you stake a necromorph with its own weapon, its own claw, you get an achievement called Taste of Your Own Medicine, which is a nice achievement to have because, you know, it's pretty cool. You get to kill a necromorph with its own weapons. Coming out here, now you're gonna have 3 necromorphs coming at you from this angle. I like to back up right here because they gotta come up these ramps in order to get to you. So from these ramps, you can see where they're coming right there. And you pick up the weapon, bam, you got one. Go ahead and grab his body part. Bam, got another one. Got one more right there. Go ahead and lock onto that bad boy. Pick up his. And actually, I think I miss him. No, I didn't. Excuse me. Now, another good tip is every dead body you come by, stomp it. Even if it's necromorph or not, because it has a random chance. The dead bodies have a chance to drop health, ammo, money, which is important, especially if you're playing on the harder levels, because that shit is pretty slim. And it gets brutal later on when you're running around and all you got is a small health pack, and Isaac's health bar doesn't, you know, feel the effects of a small health pack at all. In the earlier levels, it's nice, and then, you know, you got no problems. But, you know, as it sits. So, you work your way through there. Make sure to look everywhere. Look everywhere. Because there is stuff all over the frickin' place. And stuff all over the place means money, ammo, health. And that is the most important thing for you. Now, if you played Dead Space 1 and you haven't played Dead Space 2, if you still have your save file on your hard drive, you can get a special refurbished plasma cutter from the first game. Alright, or you can use this one. I'm going to tell you right now, go ahead and keep this one from the game and use it, because as you level this one up, it gets some special abilities. Like if you max this one out, every other shot, I think it's every 2 shots, is a fire round, which means it'll set the enemy on fire. So this plasma cutter is probably the best weapon you'll ever use in the game. And it's a staple. I mean, seriously. If you don't have the plasma cutter, you're going to get screwed. Go ahead and start hitting the legs, because the legs are the easiest way to slow it down. I usually go ahead and tap it in the head, give it a BFB, wait for number 2 to come around. I think I missed him. You can throw random shit at to slow it down. My aiming's a little off lately because I haven't played it in a while. But, you know, it's still, regardless, it's still there. Now, make sure you check everywhere. So, like I said, I can't like express that enough. Check everywhere. Open every box, especially in these harder difficulties, because you will not come by ammo and stuff as easy in the higher levels. Right now, I'm getting, you know, ammo filthy. You know, it's falling off of shit for me. So that's the only nice part. Now in this room, you ain't got to really worry about anything. This is the part where it tells you got to you know, tear the enemies apart in order to kill them. And Isaac's like, yeah, I know, I got experience. And there's a save point there. I usually don't save until I get to the point where I get frustrated with it and I gotta stop for a few minutes. I mean, check everywhere. Check the beds. Check behind counters. Check anything you can check, because you'll never know when you need the money or the ammo. That's a nice little scare scene right there. I'd forgotten about it. It scared me whenever I set it off. Now here, you're going to get hit by about 4 necromorphs. One right there. There's 2. 3. Maybe it's 3. I like to go ahead and take out their legs first, because with their legs down, they're a lot slower, and you don't actually have to worry about them charging up on you like they do when they have legs. So, I mean, that's my personal opinion. I mean, you might find a tactic that works for you. You might find a way to, you know, take them out quicker than I do. But I go after their legs first, and then I go after their arms. Now, if you can get a luck shot and pop a head off in the first round, awesome. But once again, you still got a headless monster running at you. So, take the legs out, folks, because it's the simplest way to slow them down and deal with crowd control, because crowd control is a bitch, especially later parts in this one. You get to the school, and later on in this game, and you got the horde coming at your ass. You got to do crowd control. Now, the nice part about the horde, about 1 or 2 shots, horde's gone. You can take their asses out quick, but it's a matter of controlling that crowd. If you can't control the crowd, then you're dead. A lot of this game is about finding the stuff you need, and as much as I hate staying stationary when I shoot, but you gotta shoot, shoot, move, shoot, shoot, move, shoot, shoot, move, shoot, shoot, move. Because if you don't, then you're gonna get killed. Now, there's some people that might be able to say, you know, bang, bang, go, bang, bang, go, bang, bang, go, but I personally shoot, shoot, move. Shooting on, you know, shooting while you move around, it just kind of mucks up your aim. Unless you're good at that, then by all means do it. I mean, if you can do it, do it. But personally, I can't. So I stick with take out about 2 or 3 and then keep going. Alright, now here, you're trapped in this area. You're going to have roughly about 5 or 6 necromorphs coming at you. My best tactic with this is kind of keep moving. Find out where the best angle is for them to come at you. I chose downstairs because none of them actually spawned from downstairs. He actually came from that hallway back there. So you keep it right around here, you can see them all coming at you right there. And you can just take them out. Take the legs out, take their arms out. Go ahead and reload. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. I got a pile of dead bodies in about 5 or 6 shots. And then there's number 5, I believe. He gave me a little bit of trouble because, you know, he just did. You wait a minute, you look around, everything returns to normal. So, you know, everything's good. Give him a little stomp to let him know who the daddy is. Alright, from here, you're talking to, I can't remember her name. She's not even that important to me. But you come back in here, in the little nurses area, you get a text log and a power node. Power nodes are very important. Search everywhere for them. Buy as many as you can. If you got enough ammo and you got enough health, buy nodes. Plain and simple. Because with the nodes, you make your weapons stronger, you make your rig stronger, you make everything stronger. And the stronger you are, the less likely you are to get your ass stomped by a horde of necromorphs. This is the nice part. Hacking is actually really cool. I'm glad they added it into this game. And what you do is you run the dial around until you find the blue spot, hit the A button, and it hacks the area. You got to do it 3 times. Now, if you played, you're going to have these guys. They'll show up more later, but these guys are nasty. What they are, they necromorphs that have merged with like combat suits and stasis and all that, so they speed up and go really fast. Now, when you open that security gate, go ahead and throw stasis on it, because once you walk into it, it scans it and it'll slam it shut. Coming in this area, you got 2 pukers. One right there dispatching somebody. Go ahead and take him out before he gets a chance to get up to you. And then as soon as you walk in, there's another guy in the middle of the tables. Alright, go ahead and just dispatch him as you can. I popped his head off just for the fun of it. So that way when he came around the corner, bam, bam, he's dead. Now, I like to check everybody because everybody can either give you an item or they are a necromorph, and that's not a good thing when you run into a necromorph. And remember, always check the counters and any boxes for stuff you can pick up. Go ahead and give her the curb stomp. Coming around this corner, check it out, check it out. Here's an elevator. I'm going to hit up the elevator, move on to the next section. At this point in the game, Isaac's just trying to get the hell out of here because he just woke up. You know, he's like, oh shit, what the fuck? Kind of feel bad for him. And here comes a nice, you know, psychological trip, because it is. These games are very psychological. I mean, they tap into the core of the fear that we all are afraid of. Being trapped in a small place. The dark. Everybody's afraid of dark. I don't care what anybody says. They're afraid of the dark one way, shape, or another. Alright? And we're afraid of being trapped. Everybody is. Now in this area, take a look around. You find stuff. I think you find a text log. You find a power node. And I believe you find some ammo over here. And come back over here. I went ahead and used my locator to figure out where I was going, and went to go check the opposite direction, just in case there was something there. So came around the corner. There's some ammo laying on the ground there. Pop the store open. Bam! You come into your first decompression room. But later on, decompression rooms are the greatest thing ever, because if you got a horde running at you, pop the decompression window, and it's over. You could clear out that horde, you hit the safety switch, and you ain't got to worry about killing them, because it's been taken care of. Going in here, this is where you pick up your first suit. That guy laying on the ground is a necromorph, so don't even walk up on him. Just as soon as you see him, shoot him. Saves everybody a lot of time. A save point. You pick up your first. Here's your store where you pick up your first suit of armor, and you can now show if you have a save point of Dead Space 1. You can buy your refurbished plasma cutter for nothing. Went ahead and put on my engineering suit, and this is going to be the end of the first part of the walkthrough of Dead Space 2. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and leave some feedback. Let me know if I'm doing good and if I should keep doing it. Alright, and there's a badass scene of Isaac checking out his new armor. You know, flexing the shoulder blades and putting the helmet up. Which is really freaking awesome.